Good afternoon. It's the 13th of July 2022, and I planted these potatoes in these buckets approximately 3 months ago, and you can see yourself that they're beginning to die off. These ones in particular, and these ones here to the side. I'll hold off on these ones. Well, the centre one's nearly ready to be picked or harvested. These ones are dying off as well, and those ones I'll save for another week or two. These ones are definitely dying off. So you can see yourself, these have been in the pots for 3 months. And they're dying off. They're flowered, so you don't, unless you want small potatoes, you don't pick them or harvest them until well after they've flowered. And I think the time is right for these ones in particular. And I'm going to do a test run. This is my first potatoes in a bucket, so I don't know what I'm going to get. There's so many different varieties, and I meant to keep track of the varieties, but I moved some of these pots and I've mixed them all up. Some of them have a label on the side, but I'm not awfully interested in varieties. It doesn't worry me about varieties, I just want potatoes. So let's see how I go. I'm going to take this end one first. This pot here. And I'll probably cut off the top stems first. And as you can see, I've got my all-terrain footwear to do this. I'm hoping for about 5 pounds of potatoes, but as I've never done this before, well, I don't know. And these potatoes have been in the ground for about 3 months. So let's see. I'm going to save this compost obviously for the next time when I do more, and I'll also save some of these spuds to replant to give me another crop. So there's the first boil. And the good thing about doing potatoes in pots is that you don't have any parasites, you don't have any disease, you're not sticking a fork. There's one that hasn't, could have come on if I had left it in the ground that wee bit longer. I'm told that if you want to store potatoes, do not wash them. If you want to store them, and I'll want to store some of my potatoes because I've just got too many. So if you want to store them, then don't wash the potatoes, and put them in a dark place, and keep them there and well ventilated. Now, it's not hardly 5 pounds there so far anyway. There's a good one. There's a lot of tiddly ones, so not too bad for a first. So maybe I'll not harvest the rest of those too soon, because that's just about all I'm getting here. These ones haven't come on, so not brilliant, but not bad either. But I've got another bucket, and I'll plant another potato seed, hopefully to harvest again in another 3 months. And this means, folks, that you too can plant potatoes in your backyard. You don't need an area of soil to plant them in. You can plant them in buckets. This bucket that I was using is actually quite small. Is it 10 litre? I'm not too sure. Anyway, I'm going to leave the rest of those for another week or two, maybe 2 weeks. And whenever I come to plant the new one, a new seed potato, I'll add in, bone meal or fertilizer or whatever it is to reinforce this soil that has been, or this compost and soil mix that has already been used. Yes, this was a 12 litre bucket. Maybe up the size of the bucket in future days. Don't know. I've got a few. Got something out of this, but maybe leave them longer in the ground. It's a learning curve, folks, and I'll certainly give it another go. And one of the things that really surprised me whenever I was harvesting that first bucket, that 12 litre bucket, was, and I have been watering these every 2 days. I have. But when I opened up the compost and to look for the potatoes, the compost was bone dry. And I taped labels to the outside of these buckets, but unfortunately all the labels have washed off. So I don't actually know what variety of potato this was. If I knew, I certainly wouldn't really be planting it again, because that first harvest wasn't great. I'm hoping for better harvests from some of the other varieties. We'll see.